Hey guys, part 2. Anyways, so, as the group of you make your way to Ruge's office, go at grub killer. You can leave if you need to. Don't have to stay the entire time. Anyways, as you head towards Ruge's office, finally getting to the beautiful doors of wood, some of the only wood you see on the ship. Let me just go ahead and get rid of this music, because this music doesn't make sense. So, / repeat, track off, / repeat, Q. Who the fuck is opening fucking wine right now?
Opening wine?
Yeah, I heard.
That was probably me with my mic.
Anyways, as you enter into Uruge's wooden door in his office, you see a relatively nice room. You see a sand pit off to the left. We'll get to that in a second. You see a nice desk that's long and rounded. You see a large backed chair that's facing towards the door at the moment. You see papers and scrolls open on the desk. You see a few bookcases and a large window at the back of the boat, because that is where it is located. At the back of the boat. You see the window is curved as the office is kind of an oval shape. You see many different weapons around, paintings of a land filled with pink trees and warriors of Eastern design. You look around and you see a few armor stands, some with samurai-based armor, some with Ronin-based clothing. You see large polearms, naginatas, and whatnot. As if you walked into a weeaboo's house. You also see this large parchment drawing of a female form that is holding a cloak over herself, and she seems to be staring down. And there is written language there. Any of you guys have Eyes of the Runekeeper?
I do.
I do too.
Alright, both of you read Saria, my beloved. Age 22. I'm eating Popeyes, by the way, if you're watching. Yum.
Just scrumptious.
Anyways, as you walk in, you hear the sounds of metal on metal. Ching, ching, ching. As you look to the left, and you see the orcish first mate, you assume. The young orcish individual with a braided kind of bit of facial hair, not much there at the moment, half orcish. And Captain Uruge, both locked in sword battle in the small fighting sand pit where banners hang next to. The half-orc using a spear, and the captain using a large blade, a katana, as they both are just in the middle of sparring. Neither of them has armor or any shirt on. They both only are wearing pants, no shoes, no protective gear in any sense, as their hair's dangling around, flying, like they are sparring. They are sweating heavily. Two men just sweating, hitting their poles against each other, as they are in a deep-set battle. You watch as the half-orc grabs some sand and throws it in his face, and Captain Uruge dodges out of the way and pommel strikes him in the gut, and you see the half-orc bend to one knee, and you see him, like, drop his spear. Looks like I lost. Captain Uruge, you're doing better, Uruk. Uruk, you are UK, basically Lord of the Ring orc name. I didn't realize that until I said it. Uruk stands up. Well, hopefully I'll get as good as you soon. And he goes, you won't. And he pats him on the shoulder. As Uruk stands up, grabs his coat, filled with sweat, his muscles bulging. He looks towards you all. Good day, I'll be back in a minute to bring some of the papers, Uruge. Uruge goes, of course. And he turns to you all, putting his coat back on. Welcome. Apologies about the scene. You came a little earlier than I expected.
It's quite alright.
He sits down
Elkin
and
was
starts
too busy enjoying the show.
Yes. He sits down and starts eating some chicken bites he has. So, if you don't mind, sorry, these chicken bites, it's like a reward.
Yeah.
I was told to pick you up, but who are you, Marked View? Like, seriously, I'm concerned with the safety of my people, but who are you?
I'm just a simple archaeologist. Well, I was.
And
I
you?
suppose I can't say that anymore, can I?
He looks over to you, Moria, as he nods acknowledgement there. And he seems to be writing this down with a quill. You?
I am Moros, though I guess with this matter of magical mishap, you can call me Moria.
I've heard of you.
Hmm.
Archmage from Marsetith, right?
Indeed I am.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
I know you, Eotis. We had to pull you out of the water from below.
Thanks. And thank you for it.
But who are you, if you don't mind?
I am Iotis, Paladin of the Elements. I wish to defend the natural world from, well, corruption.
Alright. Is Kristoff here or no?
Kristoff is great. I don't think that we can say they are though, just to keep them at the party.
Or we could just say he's still passed out back there at the banquet. Just
Yeah, just like a turkey leg in one hand.
Food
Just
coma.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll say that. I'm gonna disconnect him. If he joins back in, that means he's here and his mic just isn't working.
Alright.
So, Marked View. And he stands up and bows, I'm Captain Iruge of the Starbreaker. Ronin of the Land of Sakura. It is a pleasure to meet you.
You're still just standing there, not even being acknowledged.
I completely skipped over you, and he looks over and he goes, oh, I apologize, I missed you. You said your name was Gashil. Who are you?
I also had a magical something happened recently. I was known as Gesh before.
Oker just kind of rolls his eyes slightly.
Well,
Is.
yeah, you look down at now. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you all. So, I know you're heading to meet with the... What the fuck is his name again?
Architect.
The
Architect.
architect.
The
Yes.
architect is all we know.
For
about.
purposes that are beyond my reasoning. But why are you going to meet with him, if you would not mind me asking?
He tells me he found an interesting archaeological thing. He hasn't really elaborated on what it is, but he said I might be interested.
And the rest of you just going
So-
off on a whim?
Well, where the turtle goes, we usually go. We move as a party.
Agaburst has very fascinating technology. There might be even some magical secrecies that we can find in this site, and I, for one, will be at the forefront.
Sorry, he says pour at the decanter.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
of course.
I thought
Magical...
he was just pissing.
What did he say?
You got a DM's inspiration for that one.
What did he say? I didn't understand him.
Apologies for that. However, he's gonna roll. You guys are hiding information from him, correct? You're not trying to give him every little bit and piece about why you're traveling here, right?
And also,
Right?
for Gesh
Well, I
also,
think
yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So you are
Yeah.
hiding in. You're like not giving him the full story, correct?
We have
Not
one.
everything. He doesn't need to know
we have
every
a-
little detail.
Also a little bit extra from Gesh because she's not telling him who she really is.
All right. I would like one person amongst the group to roll a deception check, even though it's not deceiving. You're just not telling him the truth. Deception check with advantage, please, while he rolls insight check.
I'll do it.
Sure.
Wait, what's yours? Oh yeah, you should absolutely.
Double
do that.
net
I have a
one.
+5.
I roll in that one, I'm gonna cry. 25.
Alright. Well. It's good to see that we're on the same page, then. Keep your secrets if you have them. I'm not going to pry. We don't know each other yet very well. I know you're useful, and we have 2 weeks of travel. I'm not going to hire you because you're yourselves journeying here. Do you have any questions for me before we continue this conversation?
Out of character, has anyone addressed like the fact that there were slaves in the holding thing?
Nope.
Not yet.
Should we ask him about that, or do we think he might be in on that?
I mean, you can always ask him. Okran doesn't know squat about that. He just happened to be
told
walking
you.
by.
No, you told me.
Oh.
Yeah,
In
you
front
didn't
of-
tell me.
In front of Okran and Gesh while he was holding Gesh's dick, yes.
True, yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know if we should mention that or keep that on the down low.
We can, if we do, okay, do we want to mention it, or
If
do
you
we want to
continue
keep
talking about this out of
character?
character, you're gonna have a DM's inspiration revoked from everyone.
Oh.
Just tell him.
Oh boy.
I found some interesting stuff, and
At this point, Kristoff walks into the room.
Oh.
Where am I?
Yes, this is another one of our.
You're in
pioneers.
Aruge's office. It's like a rounded oval office. There's a sandpit to the left, a desk to the right, a few. It looks like a weeaboo's room.
Wait, whose office?
Aruge, the captain.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you never gave me the name of the captain. Okay, the captain.
I mentioned it a few times. I just don't know if I directly told you. That's my bad.
Okay, maybe you said it, but you never assigned it to the captain.
True.
Well, he's doing it now. So.
Okay. No, good.
Oh.
Good.
Well, Kristoff,
This is
welcome.
the. I'm sorry for my delay.
No problem. I saw you snoozing with that turkey leg in your hand, and I realized food coma. Understood.
It takes a lot of nourishment to recover from such wounds.
Yes. Anyways, I was just asking if there was any questions these individuals had before we continued our discussion upon what they are doing on this journey.
Well, what have you gathered so far?
It has come to my attention that there are people being held in the cargo bay. I was wondering if you had known anything about that. Some demi-humans.
You see Aruge's face like goes to a fuck are these guys talking about face. Anybody with a passive insight of like 12 or higher can see that he's obviously not lying. He seems to be shocked about this revelation.
I
He
don't
goes,
know.
I did not think you were aware of it.
No, I was not. In the cargo bay, you said.
That is correct. There was a crate with quite a few number of demi-human from what looked like slaves. I did not think you were the kind of man to be harboring, transporting people as, well, objects.
Merchandise.
I figured it was best to bring it to your attention.
Well, tell what kind of demi-humans are they?
So demi-humans are humans. Like, they have human look, but they have, like,
Oh.
cat ears, claws, noses, tails, or things like that that make them look like a beast in nature.
I almost said
in some sense.
I almost said subhuman instead of demi-human in my mind.
It's interchangeable in this world.
It's interchangeable?
Yeah.
That's awful, but
Yeah.
no.
Like, Rob, imagine like cat goats and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, literally.
Like, they Neko mimis.
Okay.
Yeah. But they could be all things like alligators and shit, too.
Gosh, you just have human beast person.
Mhm.
Beast kin. Alright.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, we can discuss that in a little bit. I will have to talk with my cargo master about this, since he has not
I-
mentioned any of this before.
I would like to require to join such a meeting. I have questions for him as well.
That is, of course, fine with me. Is there any other questions?
Not really.
First, I was gonna
Uh,
put his hands behind his back. Just stand there.
Okay.
I do have one question. Is that attack from that dragon earlier, is that a common occurrence in these guys?
Marsetith,
Oh,
I'm
they are.
unsure. We do not travel through Marsetith airspace much. Too cold.
Understood.
But there are creatures that denizens of the sky that exist. There are also cities that exist in the sky, such as Cloudtopia, which we will be coming upon soon. We can stop and supply there for a few hours before we must go, so just for you're aware. There are dragons, there are drakes, there are creatures who fly through the sky, sky whales, things of that sort depending on where you
Drakes?
are in the world.
Guy whale?
I meant to say
I-
wyverns, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
Drakes is it's a weird kind of... I've only learned basic common recently
Draconic
because
terminology
Yes.
is complicated.
I've spoken the language of the land of Sakura my entire life, so not common is my first language, so I apologize.
Don't worry, my family also normally didn't use either draconic or common, so
Like,
really understand the
if you came to
confusion sometimes.
if you came to the land of Sakura, we would call you a Drake person.
Yeah. I don't know where my family originally comes from. They speak a rather weird language they have nobody else heard speaking.
Yes, you're from Draconia.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was.
He does the entire
Wow.
time. He could...
Maybe we can discover where you're from. Shit insight.
Hey, this was more like great ancestors and shit. Not Gesh obviously is from Draconia, but more like ancestors.
Anyways, so with those questions out of the way, first things of business, and he pulls out a small sack, opens it, and slams this large piece of brass/copper metal on the table. You can see like small bits of glistening light on it. You can see like tubes that connect to different parts, and a familiar look, Okrin, to the thing that you gave the architect a while ago. It has this blackened, like almost obsidian-like piece on it that's almost glass, but it's harder, and it almost looks like that tablet you had the other day. That it looks like it has that screen of a tablet. But it only seems to be piece of the larger piece, because it seems to be broken off on a part of it. You can see inside that black glass there are like tiny wires and gears. You could also see like bulbs that seem to have at one point shone light onto the glass itself in different ways. And you can see magical circuits and what is it called? Magical runes placed in it that are broken or not magically powered anymore. This is definitely part of a magical machine, and looking at the make, Agaburstian in nature, Mizifilin, I think I called the name of the place. Give me one second to look at the fucking name, because I always fucking forget it. It would be looking at the actual piece. If you want to roll me a history check, actually.
Absolutely.
You
And
can have a
advantage.
guidance.
You have advantage and guidance because you are an archaeologist.
Yeah. I grab, and I have history proficiency too, so that's awesome. That is 14.
14.
Not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you can't tell where on Agaburst it's coming from, just immediately. But as he hands you this, he goes, "I was instructed to give you that by the architect once you had arrived at the ship."
This is similar to something I had given him. Did he say anything else about it?
He said he found it in the ruins he was excavating in, what was the name? Misfokelstein. In Agaburst, the central island, he said.
I'm gonna may know this.
You would know. Misfokelstein is the most prominent archaeological dig site for like the island that's the most archaeological dig site because it has the most ruins of Agaburst to exist after its sundering. It is anybody that wants to dig there needs to show permits and get permission from people that live there, because most of the people that live there are those that are digging the site up, and there are multiple dig sites. It is a large island in the center of where the waterfalls cascade. And it's believed to be the rubble of a once floating island and the main island of Agaburst's entire empire. Besides for like the magic part of the empire that split off, and there was a whole war between them, but that doesn't matter. So the main empire of Agaburst, it's believed Miss Ferkelstein was the technologically advanced and higher up capital city of one of the two empires that existed. But it's not 100% proven. It's just believed to be, because of how many ruins they found on Miss Ferkelstein, as well as what they've been finding. It's the only place where, like, gnomish technology can be really found in, like, big swaths, basically.
Okay, I tried to write down as much of that as I could. I have no idea how to spell it. So I took
Basically, Okrin's wet dream.
Yeah, I got stuck on the spelling, so I didn't even try.
If you go into NPCs and you see the green dragon picture, one or two under there, you'll see a name. It'll say Ms. Ferkelstein, the Brass Lady. So you can just get the spelling there. I can spell it for you actually, because I have it open right now. It would be Ms. Ferkelstein. I've mentioned it 3 times this campaign. MyZFirklestein.
Okay. So, MYC.
Mm-hmm.
FIR.
Damn it. FIR.
Is it CK or KLE?
KLE.
KLE.
STEIN.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody here speak Gnomish?
I should have picked that up.
Let me check my languages. Yes.
You do?
Listen,
Yes, I speak a lot of languages. Hold on.
As they state Miss Ferkelstein, the name of Miss Ferkelstein, which is, you get the feeling they found the name and just believed it was called Miss Ferkelstein, is it states the Brass Lady is the name.
Okay.
Make a religion check for me.
Okay, that's plus 11. That's cocked. 24.
24, and V, you can do so too.
Religion, you said?
Mm-hmm. Guess you can too, because technically, yeah, you can too.
What check?
Religion.
Religion.
18.
18 for you?
Uh-huh.
religion is an intelligence check. I don't even guess.
6.
Yeah.
Funny name. As Maria brings up the Brass Lady, what did you roll, Maria?
24.
All right, you get this information. I'm gonna give it to V, and then a little bit more extra. The Brass Lady is a religion that used to be worshipped, it seems, or what people say used to be worshipped in Agaburst before its sundering. Through texts mentioning the Brass Lady and its devout worshippers, nobody knows really what she was about. You know specifically, Moria, not you, Okrin. There are ancient statues that have been found both in Agaburst and on the southern portion of Marsetith.
The southern portion
of your home continent.
Of my home continent.
There are statues of brass that form a beautiful lady with a veil over her face.
There are statues of
Jesus Christ,
brass
why are you so
lady.
fucking loud now, bro?
Me? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
see
it's like your
restrictions,
volume
but-
went up by like 30%.
I don't understand. Maybe I'm just closer to my mic than I was. I mean,
Think like the marble statues of women in dresses with a veil over their face in Greek pantheons.
Yeah.
But think that, but made of brass. There have been statues of those kind of things found, made in reverence, it seems, on the southern portion of your continent, as well as in the ruins of Agaburst in some places, as well as in Cragstone, the homeland of the dwarves. In certain places which are believed to have been flung after the calamity of the sundering of Agaburst.
Cragstone in the southern portion of the whole continent. Brass lady with the ring.
Krag is Cragstone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. One word.
For face.
So, the information you have is like you believe the information is these are found in different places surrounding Agaburst. So when it was sundered, people believe that it like small circles know this. The sundering, no one knows what the sundering was. But many believe that it was a magical catastrophe because of how Agaburst is now, and the fact that it would, to many scholars that are in small circles, that it would fling these items around, mean it would have to be a magical catastrophe of great force.
Okay. So these statues found in
I will say, and because of that religion check as well, because it's so fucking high, you also do recall certain texts of gnomish nature that detest the dwarven gods for the sundering. But that's all you know.
Detest the dwarven god for the sundering.
Gods or deities, sorry.
Gods, yeah. The dwarven deities for the sundering. Okay, got it.
You share this information?
Yeah. Miss Fergustine directly. That's not a name. That translates to the Brass Lady. There are statues of her and I'll like turn nonchalantly. There are statues of her in the ruins of Agaburst, but also in the southern portion of Marsetith and in portions of Crackstone. Flung from the sundering, it is to be believed. Though, between you and me, there are some texts that detail in Gnomish that they blame the dwarven gods for the sundering, though that can never be proven, of course.
Makes one wonder why. What might have happened. Of course, we have no way to actually know. Not yet, at least.
Not until you get to Agaburst.
Not until we time travel.
Anyways, so as this conversation continues and eventually hits a dead end, Uriah goes, "He wanted me to give you that and tell you this is but a piece of what you will find in Miss Verkelstein when we are bringing you. And he wanted you to try and identify what it could be."
Well, if no one's going to, I touch it and cast Identify. My coat just says I can cast it for free. Does that mean I can cast it at any level for free?
I would say you cast it at its base level for free.
Okay. Well, it'll be
now.
1. This seems very important. I'll cast it at 6th level.
You push into it, and it's not like you don't go to the magical library like you usually would with Identify. You just see a pedestal in front of you. And you see that it's part of a bigger machine. A large pod-like structure with tubes and wires running through it, a few screens, and you could see, you could feel a radiant, chilled aura coming from the pod itself, where you could see there's glass at the front of it. And as you stare in, you can't really see anything in. Make a perception check for me.
Okay, I'm just writing it down. The broken piece of tech that the captain wanted identified seems to be a part of a much larger
Oh wait, you're not casting legend lore. You can't make a perception check, sorry. You see the machine, and you can see the side of the machine.
It's a cold radiance.
Yeah, it has a cold radiance coming off of it, like as if it was cold aura coming out of it. And then you see on the side of it this piece that seems to be part of the monitor, or like the screen on the side, where you can see it's lighting up, and there's different signs and readings on it, Agaburstian Gnomish as well, which states vitals, date, time of release. Make a perception check.
Okay. Okay, where's my perception bonus? Perception, that is a +8. 17 plus 8, that's 20, 22, 23, 25.
25. You see test number 76.
Oh, shit.
And you see Occupants. MM. Similar
Revealed.
initials to the ones that you saw on the piece carried by Okran when he originally came to your group. The MM.
Oh wait, no, I have that in my notes, motherfucker. I have his name. I have his fucking name.
Do you?
Yeah, Meaty Micah.
And that is all the information you get from the identifier.
It was the initials MM, and what was the number?
76. Test 76.
Number test 76. Okay. The machine had many screens and vital signs on it. Okay. Whew.
As you pull out, you get the feeling this is a piece. This is called a shard of. What's it going to be called? Because I didn't think you'd actually identify this piece. This is a shard of Vital Reader.
Vital Reader. Oh.
Sorry, Vitality Reader, I should say. Vitality Reader.
Vitality Reader. Okay.
I'm adding that to my inventories since I'll be the one ending up holding on to it. I'm guessing you have written down the things you found, the 76.
And by
the name,
Yeah.
you would know that it's broken. There's a possibility you could repair it, but it is shattered at the moment.
It is broken / shattered. It has the possibility, however, to be repaired. That's probably why he wants it. Alright. What an interesting piece! And it belongs to our mysterious MM. And I give Okran a side glance, because he should know what that means. Seems to be part of some machine. Revealed a little bit. Had a test 76, the initials MM on it, and it had a lot of vital signs and screens. Must have been something when Agaburst was still whole.
Out of curiosity, did you notice any of the details of the vital signs? Anything that could help determine an individual, determine what they might have been going through? An abnormal heartbeat, for example.
You can't recall. You can't. Hello.
I think I just noticed that it had vital signs, right? I don't
Yeah,
think
just
I could
vital
see.
signs. You couldn't see anything else.
No, unfortunately.
I see. Shame. We will have to see what else the architect
If you
has
give me a bit
for
of
us when we
time, I could
arrive.
cast Legend Lore.
That does cost quite a bit of materials, and I'm sure the architect will have some answers for us. How about we see what he has to say first?
All right, we can
And then
wait.
I don't know much about magic, but I do know that a spell like that requires some value put into it.
Well, I mean, all it costs is a couple of all it costs is an incense, a very expensive incense, but I have some. But of course, we can wait for the architect to give his input.
I'm going to be honest. It's more interesting to be able to bounce ideas off of more people, shall we say.
All right.
These two are speaking very highly amongst themselves. It seems like they're whispering like, "Hey,
Hey, look.
Yeah, you're right. We are fucking great.
At least to y'all, you're a bunch of fucking dumbasses. I've been saying this aloud.
Yeah, the only reason I'm being quiet right now is because I'm supposed to be asleep.
Well, Captain, I told you what my spell identified. Is that all?
Well, he wishes for you to tell him, but yes, I will also write him a report and have my bird send it to him. There was also a few other matters about demi-humans being locked up.
Oh yes, we should probably deal with whatever that was.
Yes, there were demi-humans locked away in your cargo. Slaves, by the looks of it.
Yes. By this point, you see the first captain. Well, not the first captain. The first mate comes back in, the half orc. I'm back. What you want, Captain? Fetch Jiraco. We have some questions. Regard, boss. He walks out. Oh, have a seat. And you something you didn't notice as you walked in. Next to the door, there is this beautiful, lush, curved couch that could probably fit 5 people. With a nice
Minus Orkrin.
Yeah, not Oakrin, with a nice crystal table in front of it.
Oprah just kind of sits to the side.
There's another couch on the opposite side if you wanted to sit there.
He sits on it. The entire airship starts leaning.
Actually, why wouldn't it be leaning if he's walking then?
Distribution of weight.
Anyways, so
Bro, I weigh like over 1,000 pounds.
as you sit down and the couch seems to creak a little bit, is there any roleplay between
What?
Christoph and the rest of the group if you wish?
Well,
Guess not. So,
Well, no, hold on. While we're waiting here, would you mind identifying the last bit of loot we had from the hag's chest, Moros?
Do we?
We still haven't identified the.
I assume you've left the hag's chest in your rooms, correct?
yeah,
I guess.
probably.
Moros,
I'll do that
what's
when
your
we get back.
well, Gesh, what's your wisdom save?
Oh, a +0.
Guess?
Oh no.
Womp womp.
Moros, what's your wisdom save?
Yeah. +9.
You feel like a chill on your spine.
Do my eyes of ruin notice anything?
Creatures, right?
Let me check. Eyes of ruin. I know the location of any celestial, and it doesn't matter if they're in another plane of existence,
Nope.
as long as they're within 120 feet.
Your eyes have ruined, don't pick anything up. However, you do see as you're looking around the room what seems to be like this shimmering orb above Gesh. Invisible.
I dispel magic.
You guys watch as Moria just looks up and casts a spell magic as it disappears.
While we're waiting, and I'm gonna go around and start placing my chalks and sit. I'm sorry, Captain, but I'm casting an anti-scrying spell.
No, wait,
Hope
that's
you
a
don't
shag
mind.
carpet from the. You don't understand how much this costs to get from the Aelins. Their Highland-shaped walls are so great. They're
Don't
ruining
worry,
it
Captain.
further. I'm gonna
I have prestidigitation. It doesn't matter. I'll clean it up.
I don't know what that means.
It cleans up any mess, whatever. It's very handy. I'll teach you.
He uses it on me a lot.
Yeah.
He?
Poor Yotis has a
Gee.
problem shitting the bed.
Huh, and I wonder where I get it from.
Is that where the smell was coming from last night?
No, that was
Yeah.
Okrin.
Oh. Anyways,
He's a big turtle.
you set up the defenses against scrying. Eventually, about 30 minutes later, in walks the orc with what appears to be a goblin. This silver-skinned goblin with gossamer eyes walks in, his ears flopping to the side with many rings within it. He wears beautiful, noble clothing. He has many rings upon his fingers, necklaces, brooches, and golden teeth. As he walks in with elegance, he holds a quarterstaff. You wanted to see me, Captain? Yes, I was told we had illicit cargo in the cargo hold. Oh no, I've checked the entire hold. There's nothing of the sort.
Does Yotis
When the
pick up
guy
if he's
initially
lying?
showed-
He's lying.
Wait. If you do permit me, Captain,
Yotis is lying.
he's gonna take a. What?
Eodis has an ability where he can just tell if someone's lying, but go ahead, Christoph, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna cast a Zone of Truth just to show everyone that he won't be lying.
You still do that. And he needs to make a charisma save. Fails.
As he does this, I'm simply gonna say, then I suppose you wouldn't mind if we went down and looked for ourselves, would you?
So did he fail or
He failed, he
succeed?
failed.
Because... Alright.
Well, you wouldn't know if you wouldn't know if you wouldn't know if he succeeded, just so you're aware. But so that means definitely do know if he
would.
fails. But, anyways, but
You
yeah,
know whether
he-
each creature succeeds or fails.
I know. I realized.
Okay.
Thank you for continuously saying that again. Anyways, so.
Huh?
Nothing. So. As you ask that, Okrin, he goes. Maybe we shouldn't.
Why not? If there's nothing down there, then we shouldn't find anything, right? Is that trying to
Maybe.
Is that trying to intimidate him?
Make an intimidation check.
You get a guidance.
Can I offer advantage by just standing up, like moving
Sure.
over him?
Sure, just standing up, you're much taller than him.
Probably
20
16 feet
don't-
taller than
14.
him.
Shit.
You have a
14?
1d4. I gave you guidance.
Oh, but wait, 1d14.
Well, actually, everybody
also.
needs to make it because he's right next to you. So everybody make another charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Alright, everyone gets a +5.
Oh, we all. Oh, is this for Zone of
15.
Truth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
26.
Why?
What's your DC, Christoph?
19. So only one of two of them.
I beat it!
And Uruge and Gesh are the only
But
ones.
I do
beat.
know.
Yeah.
Wait, Moria got the nat 1.
Moria, tell us one of your character's deepest, darkest secrets. As you fail to say.
I'm gonna cast
Alright.
compulsion on her.
Like
As you're-
immediately, she just
No.
starts spurting out a deep, dark secret, and she can't stop herself for a second.
She looks up. I actually think Iotis is kind of hot.
What? No.
Come on,
Guys, please.
Go ahead.
As Christoph casts the spell, I'll notice that there's like an infernal whatever symbol like on your chest, and then immediately procs my memory. About a couple of years ago, I called upon a favor from. Well, I didn't call upon a favor from a demon. I summoned one and made a deal with him and turned my parents insane, and I killed them.
What
A
the
lot
fuck?
to unpack
What
there.
the fuck?
I don't-
As you guys like all take a look at her for a second, looking at. You look
I'm gonna-
back, and the goblin is gone.
Hmm.
Son of a bitch.
He rolled a
I'm
natural
gonna-
20 for a
Christoph-
26.
Ouch.
What a mother.
I was just gonna say, Christoph's gonna
Wish.
say a very short sentence in Inferno, and you're gonna feel something on your shoulder. It's my aim.
Oh, me.
Anyways,
Laura.
we should probably head down to the cargo bay before he tries to get rid of them. As Ogre's going to start heading out down there.
Yes,
Iotis, come with me. As
I'm
I
gonna
grab
stare toward-
Iotis on my way out.
I was going to come anyways. You didn't need to. Just
Christoph,
What were
carry
you
me
trying
out.
to say?
Christoph, go ahead.
I'm gonna stare at Mora for a couple seconds with my hands behind my back. I'll speak in Inferno again to Barzov to keep an eye on this one. And I'm gonna walk out after that.
I got it, boss! In Infernal.
I wink at the imp.
Wait,
No reaction.
You can see me?
Oh yeah, he's invisible also.
He's invisible, but you told him to be on my shoulder. I can feel the weight.
Oh yeah, you can feel him, but
I
you
can
don't
feel
even
it.
know it's the ink.
If you can see
I-
me, and he like starts dancing on your shoulder, but you can't see anything. You just feel.
Fault dancing on your head.
He pulls out a top hat. Hello, my honey. Hello.
I cast comprehend language.
You don't know Infernal?
We already spoke. There is nothing to do with
No, I know a
comprehend
lot of
languages.
languages, but Infernal's not one.
Okay.
Really? That's...
Then you're hearing.
But he is talking, so I know something is there. So I'm gonna cast comprehend language.
You hear. Darling, hello, my honey. Hello, my sweet time gal.
I'll finish with them. Hello, my darling gal, and I'll walk after them.
What the-
Anyways, as you guys walk out, Uruge is walking with you. He's trying to keep a quick pace because you guys have like fucking 40-foot walking speeds. He's like, like speed jogging after
Walk
you
with
guys.
I'll walk with Uruge.
Oh, thank you. Goodness, what the hell? How are you all so fucking fast?
We are
We walk all the
different.
time.
I'm not even that fast. Ogre's just carrying me.
Anyways,
I
keep an eye out for that invisible skank.
The goblin?
Yes, he can cast invisibility. It didn't proc into my mind that he was actually going to do something like that because I didn't think he was guilty. But now that he's done this, he's got to be, right?
Alright.
But
Hey,
I
you might
must
want to
say
shield
the
your
choice
thoughts.
the choice of trusting a goblin as your master of cargo is not the wisest one.
Very interesting choice.
Yes, I know. At this point, I need everyone to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Alright.
Everyone gets a +5.
I want to do something after this dexterity
Actually, no.
throw.
I'd say passive perception. You're the highest, Maria. You stop walking. Actually, no. You and Okran have the highest passive perception. So you both stop walking immediately as you see a glyph on the wall, and you both try to reach out to your friends. But actually, you're rolling Eotis, aren't you?
I am straight up
Then-
holding eye of
it's
this.
only me.
Then Kristoff and Gesh, you both need to make me dexterity saving throws as you see the glyph that's been placed on the wall very recently flash and force cages.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Actually, no. Would it be
Oh,
force
boy.
cage? Yeah, he would have force cage.
I still get a +5, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait
this is
a minute.
Too
this
bad
is a
I don't
magic.
have my shield anymore because then I could have gotten a +15.
This is a
It's from
magic,
my
right?
Aura of Protection is why everyone gets a +5.
What did you roll,
Question.
Kristoff?
No, I didn't roll yet. I'm asking first. The glyph is a magic effect. It's glyph of warding, right? The spell itself.
It is a glyph of warding, yes.
Okay, so how far away is Morra from me?
Like 10 feet.
Okay, so I would have advantage because the imp's within 30 feet of me.
How does your imp give you advantage on dexterity saving throws?
Magic resistance. The
Okay.
imp has advantage on magical saving throws against spell and other magical effects, and then there's the familiar effect.
As I said, it's a minion,
Why
not
you
a it's not a familiar, it's a minion.
I asked you if I was gonna use familiar rules.
I don't know what familiar rules are specifically. Give me a second.
It's two features that the imps get because they're familiars.
It's something that some.
Is that an actual thing
also-
on the imps?
It's
yeah.
a variant
It's one of the-
feature.
I've never had a character
Imps
use
are
an
one
imp.
of the most
just so you know.
class. No. Imps are one of the most classic
see.
familiars there are. Like
Yeah,
owls and stuff.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I once used.
Where are familiar rules? Is that in the Dungeon Master's Guide or something?
I'm not completely sure about all of the familiar rules, but I know the features that imps get by being familiar, because they can become familiars through a contract of someone. So I don't know why.
Yeah,
you
then
wouldn't
it
have a
would
contract
be,
with
but I need to see how it works really quickly.
I
No,
think
okay.
I've used a similar feature, but for the pseudo dragon in one of your games before.
I'll allow it because I don't know the rules for that, but it sounds like it would
Okay.
make sense.
I mean, it's pretty much the only thing it gives you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When it's within 10 feet of its magic, it shares the magic resistance traits. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's
If
fine.
you violate the contract, you lose the bond and the services. So okay, plus 6 of advantage.
Alright, boss, you got this.
Do you have actual time to say anything? What's the
Make the
conventional roll on Avery again? Exclamation.
So, guess you rolled 20?
roll, Honor.
Yep.
You barely succeed.
Oh my.
Wrong.
the name
Wrong
of
way
that?
to roll. It's a space between the
Oh.
d20 and the.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta put a space.
Ah,
Well, you
fuck,
can't edit it. You have to do it.
I know.
There you go. Nice.
And again.
You can just put ADV at the very end with another space, and you'll roll with advantage. Don't do it with this roll because you already rolled one. Nice.
You both managed to dodge out of the way as you both watch these cages of just force-based energy catch onto the ground before they dissipate, having not caught anything. And you watch as the glyph on the left and right side of the hallway, which you both those with high passive perception noticed. You watch as these small pieces of parchment, spell scrolls it would seem, that were part of the center of the glyph's structure fall down and begin to burn, disappearing. Seemingly, the goblin did not cast the spell, but had a spell scroll to do so.
Had scrolls.
Yeah.
Alright.
Which means it immediately procs into all your minds, except for Gesh, maybe. Who gave him those spell scrolls, or where did he get them? As you continue moving. Eventually, you find your way to the cargo bay once again, because you've been there, Eotis, so you know the way.
Yep.
And as you're there, you get to the door, and you're about to open this large door. Well, you're about to go towards the door that you opened before, and then you notice there's a portcullis that wasn't there before, because they didn't have it locked down. That seems to be closed down at the moment. And Uruguay goes, give me a second, I'll open this. And he starts to go over and fidget with a little panel on the wall as you see him, like, start to open it. And there's, like, this puzzle in there. And he's, like, starting to fix it. And eventually pulls out a signet ring he has, puts it on, and puts it onto the wall. As you watch a rune appear, a sakura flower. And it disappears. And the portcullis begins to raise. Let's see.
Just like going slow.
Yeah, it's like maybe moving an inch every like 6 seconds.
Oh my god.
Lift it up, Okrin.
Okrin
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Moria. I need both of you to make perception checks as you go and make as you go.
Perception.
Mhm.
Plus 8, 24.
0.9.
You both hear the sounds of muffled screams.
Blasted thing.
Nope,
Okrin,
no.
open the
Okrin, you
portcullis.
grab
Hurry.
and break the portcullis by shoving it upwards. You hold it because it's about to fall if you don't hold it. The rest of you get to the door and it's locked.
I cast knock.
You immediately throw some gold dust and it opens. And
Can I blast it off its hinges?
Sure, it starts to open very slowly and you just burst it open as it goes flying. You enter into the room and you see a lot of the slaves, a few crates have been moved, and there was a cage in between the crates, as Eotis said. Magically sealed or illusioned, you're unsure, but you could see a few of these crates at least were real, and they're put to the side. And you can see multiple of these slaves are just on the ground, burnt to crisps, but you don't see the goblin anywhere.
I cast Detect Thoughts and try to find the goblin.
As you cast Detect Thoughts, you do sense that a few of these individuals are alive. Some of them are unconscious. Some of them are just on the ground, bloodied to an extent. But you do detect the goblin's thoughts, and it's, who throws a door at someone? As you see, he's just, yeah, he critically failed to say.
Goblin, you get a DM's inspiration for that goblin.
Thank you. He's like caught against the cage, like as the door is just stuck there, and you can see like those things they used to sell at Target, like the like pieces of hair or whatnot, like the neon pieces that you would put your face on, it would take the shape. It looks like that.
Yeah.
The door's bent around him.
Kristoff, some of these bodies are still alive.
I run over to some of the. Which ones?
I'll point out the ones as I slowly make my way towards the goblin.
Alright, I run over to the ones that he does point out are still alive, and I start to heal them with lay on hands.
Aruge will also begin
I'm-
to lay on hands people.
Well, they're doing healing because I don't have healing I can give others. I am going to go over with Moria, and I am going to pick up the goblin.
Behind the door, yes.
Big
Yeah,
ass
we'll get
hands
to
and
that. We'll
grip.
get to that. We'll get to that. So, let go of the portcullis. It closes. As you guys begin to approach, Christophe, Uruge, and Eotis go to start healing people. I assume Gesh is going with the other two.
I'm
right?
not healing anyone.
You're not
No,
healing anyone?
I'm
No?
not
Yeah.
healing anyone.
Okay.
No.
Christophe is killing it
No.
now.
What I was hired for.
Okay. Christophe is going towards the goblin then?
Yes,
Okay.
I must interrogate this little man.
Gesh, you're going with them too, right?
Yep.
Okay, so as you all begin to approach the goblin pushes the door off himself. Alright, let's... And he just sees Okrin approaching him. He goes from, like, looking forward to, like, up, like... And if you look in general chat, the panda picture...
That's what he sees.
Yes.
Oh
you
shit.
just see his face go from combat yes to oh fuck. He pushes his hand forward as if he's gonna cast a spell with his staff, and he looks down and he grasps his hand outwards and puts it in a fist multiple times. He's like, oh, that's not good because he has the staff's not in his hands anymore.
Oh no. Actually, yeah.
So do you still want to fight, or do you want me to simply hold on to you? There's no third option.
Well, because I can't tell a lie at the moment, I'd rather get out of here without being caught or killed.
Well, either you surrender, or I'm grabbing your staff and shove it up your ass so deep so that it comes out the top again.
No. You hold the staff, and I will shove him down onto it.
Well,
It's probably
if
good.
those are the options. And as he's like starting to get down onto his knees to surrender, you guys watch you recognize it, Kristoff, immediately, and so would you, Moria. An infernal sigil appears right next to him, and he immediately bursts into flames. Green flames.
Wait,
As
he's taking damage?
Yes, he bursts into fucking flames.
Okay, this spell is evil and good on him. It's gonna remove the spell.
It's less of a... Let me look at the spell.
The dismissal, you can.
We are gonna get
It
this
doesn't.
motherfucker.
So a creature that casts a spell at someone, it wouldn't just negate that spell, but we'll see because I have to look at the spell specifically. Let's see.
I think it applies. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just saying that I'm casting something before he finishes burning up.
Let's see. Okay. So it seems like the strange rune that was on him exploded, and the enchantment was a contingency. It would seem at that point, as you cast the spell, there's very little effect, if any at all. And you can see that he's just burning and writhing and like trying to get the flames out on the ground. But as he's doing so, the metal floor around him is actually melting as well. Like it's starting to bend and buckle.
Can I dispel magic
You dispel magic.
on the glyph? Yeah.
The glyph is gone. It shattered
Oh.
when he
Well
got
then.
down.
Already blew
Okay.
off.
Then never mind.
No
It
magic
seems-
on the fire.
It seems to be
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
contingency
do-
of some sort.
I'm gonna do something better. I'm gonna cast Death Ward on him.
Okay.
Oh.
As you cast Death Ward, you feel it go off almost immediately, and he's dying again.
Son of a.
Eventually, his screams start to.
Okay,
There's
it's fine.
literally
I have
nothing I can do.
that.
I'm really
Wait.
disappointed. I had a really good torture method for him.
Can I use my breath weapon, not in a damage way, but try to like make the flames go
fire.
out of
Yes,
the
put
cold?
Does it have
nerve
a
gas
gap?
into fire.
No.
No,
My,
bad idea,
my-
guys.
I am still
Use
a
two
silver
breath
dragon, but I still have my cold breath.
Yes, use your cold breath on him.
Okay, no, that's stupid.
Yeah,
but I feel like
you think?
I'll give you
Yeah.
DM's inspiration for the thought process there, but
It's exactly what Gesh would have done though. Gesh isn't smart enough.
yes, I
He'll think,
still gonna do this.
yeah, you
Because
see,
the-
you guys watch as Gesh is about to breathe his breath, like he starts to pull in, and he's about to open his mouth, and Moria just goes over and shuts his jaws together.
Don't.
Why?
So the goblin is constantly going. The goblin hit like 0.
Yeah, he hit 0 hit points and is unconscious, dying because he's on fucking fire.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on him, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Okay,
It's just
what are you guys doing? His body is burning up.
Ah.
Like it's starting to get like the flesh is starting to slaw off because he is on fire.
Can we do anything?
Can I try to put it out?
Sure, make a survival
I
check.
don't know what.
Here, I noticed you're doing this. I'll give you the help action and the fucking DMs and I mean guidance.
So
Wait, let's piss the fire
you can either do help action or guidance. You can't do both at the same time.
Someone else given the help action. I give guidance.
am I done healing the slaves? Can I go over there now?
You're not done yet.
Okay.
Yes, you're right there.
Yeah, I will help.
All right, both of you. As soon as you place your hands on them, survival check, please.
20.
Are both
20?
of them gonna light on fire too?
You said 20?
28.
28. You managed to pat out most of the flames. And you guys watch as the moss and strange pieces of vegetation that cover Okran suddenly catch with green flame.
Oh no.
Shit.
Damn it.
Nope, I'm
Okay.
stopping. I'm
You
stopping.
immediately suffer.
Wait, why did he catch on fire? He rolled well.
Yes, I know. This is a magical fucking flame.
Okay.
The rolling high doesn't guarantee he's immune to what would happen. Glad I didn't get that nat 1. That would have been awful.
God, how many dice?
Yeah, this is kind of worrying.
This sucks. This is magical flame, so control flame wouldn't even do anything.
You suffer 94 fire damage.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, then how the hell is the
But
goblin
you
alive?
man-
He's been-
Yeah, it was immediate death ward which kept him alive, and then spare the
Oh.
dyings multiple times over. That's why he's still fucking alive. That was a good call, Grub Killer, because he would have died in
Yeah.
seconds.
I was pretty sure I can't out heal the damage, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I could keep him in the 1-0 level.
This is a good torture method.
Now that he's
Meanwhile,
completely
Okran, as
away
it's
from me,
burning up you
Oh.
pull out some water and splash it across. I'll say you pull out some holy water or something that you just randomly have out of your shell, and it just immediately goes down with that survival check. As
Boris
you,
just backs away.
you look towards your arm, and it's just most of that moss broke the fire. Out of character, that was half damage.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I would have been fine still. Don't get
I
me
will
wrong.
say-
Take a minute.
He's in the sunlight for a
Wait,
while.
Christoph, you do recognize a lesser breach of an infernal contract is probably what caused that. A contingency of some kind.
Oh.
A lesser reach?
Yeah.
Out of character, higher breaches just immediately rip the soul out of a person.
No, higher reach is you're straight up smited by the universe itself. It's get fucked. Skill issue.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cannot do
Jesus.
anything about it.
So how is this goblin?
On the ground, like he's completely charred. His cheeks are gone. Any like loose skin is gone. His ears are burnt off. He is like he's a 4th degree burn patient.
Ah. Well, but he's alive, right? Because it's Spare the Dying?
Yeah, you hear.
I'm gonna look back.
I don't really have anything to heal him. Do we have any... Who can heal him?
Just heal a single.
Hmm? Oh, why would we heal the poor bastard? I kneel down, I cast Detect Thoughts.
I can hear.
No, we...
As you cast Detect Thoughts, he can't even resist. As you push
Just
through,
screaming.
you like hold onto his head and you sense. God damn it! Why did it have to be me? Why me? I didn't break the contract. Surion, you bastard! And
How do I
that's
spell that?
Surion,
wait,
Surion. At that point, as you're pushing through his mind, your hand breaches through his skull and you just feel his brain has melted.
Oh.
He was barely holding on because of that stabilization. He was not going to last much longer.
Oh,
Theoretically, we could have almost survived with
You
the
could-
water.
Has you guys gotten there? Has you guys healed him much faster? At this point, Eodis like started to rush up, hearing what's happening. Had Eodis gotten there faster and hadn't been healing people, he could have healed him and kept him alive. But because there was no healing done to him properly, he was unable to heal. He expired. Especially with the mental like push into his brain, too much.
Literally.
Wait.
Yeah.
Saying that the goblin was cursing before
Surion.
he
Anyway,
died.
I'm gonna cast Speak of Dead on him.
Okay.
I don't know how willing he would be to talk to us, but
Let me check something about.
alright.
Let me check something about Speak with Dead. You guys have so many fucking weird ass spells, man.
yeah, we do.
Bro,
You're goddamn right. Me
That's
and-
what
me and
cleric
Grub, we're the
is.
spellcasters, baby.
yeah,
Utility.
That's what cleric is. Cleric has some weird ass spells that are extremely good.
The corpse must still have
Oh
a
my
mouth
God,
and cannot
I
be
could-
undead. It still has a mouth, so it's fine.
oh my god, I could have done something with a cantrip, I could have at least lowered the
you
damage
cut
by
off?
dimming the flames.
So, describe how your spell takes effect on this goblin's charred corpse. Like, describe how it
What do you
looks when you
mean?
cast it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put a hand on. Okay, so his skull's caved in, right?
His skull is caved in, his mouth is still available, his body is completely charred and, like, falling to, like, charcoal as you're, like, touching him.
Gotcha. I'm gonna put a finger on his chest right in the middle, and I'm gonna say in Infernal, "You will come back. Our dealings are not over yet."
You guys hear "Ishkavnal Isklarkuza Esuma" as flames start to surround the cleric before you. Fire starts to reburn like veins in this creature's body up to its throat, and you watch as smoke pours from its mouth as its head turns towards you with burning embers in its eyes. You have 5 questions.
Okay.
Oh, Christoph.
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
I'm gonna raise my hand in a fist above my head.
What?
What?
Everyone shuts up?
Yes.
Yeah, but I was just gonna mention Surion because you don't know.
Oh, okay. But he stopped you before you said that, so he's
I
gonna
know
ask.
who he is.
Yeah, so he doesn't
First
know about
question.
Surion, so he can't ask any questions about Surion just yet.
Yeah, okay, my first question was gonna be, who is your master?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion, okay. Mhm. 22.
22. That rat bastard Surion! He did this! 22 is the DC for a truthful answer there.
Oh shit.
And I will say, Eodas, as you're standing there, he's not telling the lie.
Oh, that's good. We get the question giver and he can't lie. Well, we know he's lying.
Because he is turned into a corpse now, the zone of truth is now gone, by the way. Just so you're aware. You have to cast it again.
Second question will be, what was your task? Do I gotta roll persuasion again?
Yeah, roll persuasion again.
Yeah, okay.
Got this, pal.
26.
Delivery to the Colosseum in Hysteria.
The bridge of the Colosseum of Hysteria. Working for Syrian, delivering slaves.
Surion, Surion.
I know, Syrian.
Yeah.
Delivering slaves, working for Syrian. Okay, Christoph doesn't ask another question, he stops to think for a second.
Okay. You still have 3 questions.
I know, but I'm saying that he's pondering the information right now.
What would
He's gonna... Okay, then he's gonna say the third question. Do you have any more allies aboard this ship?
Another persuasion check, please.
Okay.
You get the feeling you're going to have to persuade him to give you truthful answers the entire time.
Sure. Another... Wait. Oh, fuck, I thought it was another 26. 17.
17.
Ouch.
Many! We are many and we are few! You will not stop us! Eodas, he's lying.
The hard way to what you beat then.
I assume Eotis has mentioned that he could tell lies and has been on your shoulder, and anytime he's lying, he squeezes you or something.
Oh, I mean,
You know what?
is
Yeah,
he doing
sure.
that?
I would assume you guys would have done that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be verbally telling this goblin that I can tell lies, but I'm guessing I probably would have mentioned it to Kristoff.
Yeah, you would have mentioned it as you were running through the
why not?
hallway because.
No. It doesn't matter. You can tell him. Speak with the dead. The soul can't learn any new information. So you can tell him to his face. You know when he's lying, and he's not gonna avoid lying because of that.
Huh.
They
only
can't
have
learn
the
any more
information they
information.
had when they died. They cannot learn anything after they died.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can tell
Well,
that he's
yes.
lying 100%.
We can't speak openly in front of him. He's not gonna react.
All right, I get it. So yeah, I'd squeeze your shoulder anytime I hear a lie.
I'd assume you'd also go up and say he's lying.
Alright.
You would have mentioned to him that you could tell when anybody's lying while you're running through the hallway because you cast that spell that could detect lies and whatnot. So
Yeah.
How far behind us is the captain?
So the captain is starting to get everyone okay. He's still with the slaves. He's not even paying attention to this.
No. Okay.
He looked over once, saw you guys were doing this, and just looked away.
Gotcha. We'll talk to him later then. Two more questions. Okay, Kristoff's gonna raise to his feet because he was kneeling to talk to him before. He's gonna say, any more suggestions of what we should require of him?
Yes, let me go. You have one more question.
That was not directed to him.
Doesn't matter. It's a question
Does
in his
not matter.
radius.
No, I don't have anything. I'm going to go see if he needs help with them. As I'm going to head over to see if I can help at all with the,
Let me look at the
the
spells.
demi-human.
I might have fucked up
We
there,
sh-
actually. Wait a second.
We should ask what he. No, he wouldn't know that.
I'll say I'm gonna roll perception check here for the corpse just to see if he would have heard that question first and see if he would have actually answered it because that's kind of a
He
dick move on my
can't
part.
learn any new information.
I mean, Goblin, have you
Not
seen
a-
Okay, then he
Passion
answers the
Honorable?
question that you weren't directing at him. Okay, that's 4 questions.
Okay.
I was gonna have him
Can we
roll
ask
perception
him-
checks to see if his corpse would have heard it, so that he could either answer it or not. But you don't want me to roll, so I'm not rolling.
Should we ask if he knows if there are any other people
Don't phrase
who
it as
made
a
an-
question.
Well, I'm talking.
The only one who can ask the corpse a question is Kristoff, so everybody else is fine asking questions.
Okay, never mind. Good.
Should we ask him if he knows anyone else who's made infernal dealings with Surion who are either in Draconia or on this ship? Or maybe even in Agaburst, waiting for us.
No, he said that they were just wanting access to the Colosseum, so
No,
why would they be waiting
that was
for us?
this. What? Yes,
The ship's not on its way to Hystelia, so
it's not.
Yeah, but the
He
god was
probably had
saying
he probably has a contact somewhere in Agaburst to move these slaves.
Okay. Kristoff is gonna kneel back and look towards him and go, who else is working under Surion?
Broad question.
Roll
Oh
me
yeah,
another-
and I'm trying to
Roll
get
me
my
another
knowledge
persuasion
out of him.
check.
You'll get a guidance. I assume I can do this because it was my suggested question.
My suggestion, person?
Yeah.
What do I get from guidance?
A 1d4.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that's gonna be needed, but I'll roll. just
But
make
we'll
sure.
get super
30.
truth. We'll get super truth.
regular truth, nah, super truth.
What did you roll, Kristoff?
28.
28. Many. 3 within Agabest, looking to bring them to Hysteria. And you can see the bodies burning as he's answering. And that's traitorous Soriel, rescinding on his deal. The master will find and kill him soon, as his body turns to dust, falling in on itself.
What was the name of the one that sundered his deal or Sully?
Oriel.
Or
You, rec-
okay.
you guys recognize the name. It was the devil that you killed before.
Bone Devil.
There are 3 contacts in Agaburst waiting for the slaves to be taken to Estelia. Oreo.
As the spell
We
ends, I go over
sent
to the
it
goblin's
on-
corpse. Disgusting.
No
Vermin.
corpse. It's just ash now.
Just
And
Oreo.
I was just gonna kick it like disrespectfully.
Okay, you kick the ash and it.
stomp on it.
and
Stomp on it.
demons.
I was gonna do that originally. I
Mm.
thought he was he still had like some like remains, so I was gonna step on his skull and crush it.
Contract.
But it's just ash, so.
Yeah,
Kick
it
it.
all fell in on itself after. Like the questions, as it was asking the questions, the body was falling apart to ash.
Okay.
I don't know.
So right after the last answer, Christoph gets to his feet, turns on his heels, and just stomps out of the room.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
going
like
back
he's
to my
mad.
room.
What's he doing?
I'm going back to my own room.
Okay. And yeah, I believe you're writing down the answers that you got, right?
I didn't. Oh yeah, like in character.
I mean, in character, what are you doing in your room?
I'm gonna go back to cast. What check is it? Immune.
Okay.
I got questions. I got lots of questions.
Sure. Anyways, it's the rest of you. As he runs out, not runs, but stomps out of the room. Left with more answers than questions at the moment. Okran. You walk over and begin to help up these slaves, which the caption goes, "We'll provide them guest quarters. Do you mind if many of them sleep with your party for the time being until we can find them quarters?"
No,
I
I do
don't
not mind
mind.
sharing.
How old
Yes,
are
we
these
have.
slaves?
We have
Most of the slaves are adultish. There are many corpses of some slaves. I'd say there was about 80 slaves here in total. They were all
Damn.
jam-packed into the cage. Like, it was about a good 20 by 20 cage, but they were jam-packed in there. Many of them were killed recently, it seems. And those that are dead are being piled up on the sides. There's about 20 of them left. About 60 of them were adults. About 15 were, like, teenager, and there was, like, 5 children.
Alright.
All the children and one of the teenagers are alive.
Oh.
So 14 adults in total.
Gosh, we have 3 drakes in the room. Do they mind drakes?
I think anywhere, any place to stay for now is better than nothing.
I
Whatever.
will say, looking at the slaves, you all notice they are of one particular group of demi-human, it seems. They have jaguar-like ears and, like, leopard-like spots on their body with some bits of fur. I would say the only one who could recognize this would be Morius. Moria. Sorry.
Yeah.
And maybe Kristoff, too. Kristoff, you left. You
Kristoff
left.
stormed
Never mind.
out.
Yeah,
Christoph-
he's not even in the room.
Never mind.
I'm not there for
Mhm.
now.
Yeah. So, Moria,
Yeah.
roll a...
I reckon.
I'd say roll a history check.
History. Can I guidance, or is this like a in the moment?
This is in the moment.
Okay. That's still history, which is still a plus 11.
I was second history buff.
Yeah. 26.
You immediately recognize this individual. So these are very particular creatures, demi-humans. They are only found in the southern region of Darath, specifically, with past the Storm Ridge Mountains and on Jaggerbret Island itself. These are the Jaguar tribe, or not the Jaguar. It would be the Jaguar tribe. Sorry, it's Jagua. Jaguar tribe.
Jaguar tribe.
They have jaguar-like features and have been hunted and enslaved by the humans of Darath for many times until the Empire was formed. And then, even then, some have still gone beyond the boundaries of the Empire to enslave some of them.
Enslaved for many years prior to the formation of
The Jaguar
the
tribe is
Empire.
a large tribe. It's
Yeah,
many tribes combined together to an extent, but it's
By
considered one tribe.
outsiders to this day.
Yeah.
There are 5 children, 1 teen,
And
1
15 adult
teenager, and 14 adults left from the original 80.
And they all seem very emaciated, like they've barely been given food.
All seem very emaciated. Okay, shit.
Eotis, if I look at that character art and it's a cat girl, I'm going to take away your DM's inspiration.
It's not a cat girl, sucker. It's a raccoon girl.
Okay.
What?
Anyways, so as the rest of you help shelter these individuals for the night, is there anything you guys would like to do for the night, or no?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
What would you like to do?
Problem, I'm actually gonna dip.
That's
We can
fine.
do the other interaction later, okay?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to also give an excuse for you to not have to deal with
Yeah,
it.
we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm about to wrap it up soon, guys.
Oh,
I'm about to
okay.
wrap it up soon. So if you need to leave, leave now, because it's going to be like 10, 20 more minutes still.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
so-
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, boys. See ya.
Bye, Grub.
Anyways.
So first of all, I'd probably give some of my rations to some of the ones that are staying with us because, you know, why would I not? Then with Iotis near me, let's try once more for the sword.
Cool. Go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw as you enter back into her domain and stand before her. The Magma Heart.
Come on, man. Fuck.
You have a DM's inspiration, Okran.
Really gonna use it for this?
That
I'm
is-
going to fail either way, but a nat 1 I think is just going to completely fuck everything.
Also, it's a +5, not a +4.
Well, I mean, I think Eotis wants to see what happens.
Yeah. Can I give him the help
I
action by
kind of-
like trying to go in there with him?
I would say you would have to say that beforehand.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 1. Believe me, I want to see what happens, but I'm terrified.
Oh, so you're gonna use
What happened?
your inspiration for your nat
Yeah.
one, huh?
So a critical failure would still be a 14, but a
Yeah.
critical
It's not-
failure would be a 5.
Yeah.
So you feel
Well-
a bit of disappointment, and you feel yourself unable to attune to the sword. The DC does increase back to 26 instead of 25,
Damn it.
but it doesn't go back to 30 immediately like a natural 1 would have done. So, good on you. Anyways, as you attempt and fail to attune to Magma Heart one more time,
And
you know you at least have it being able to be drawn once. And that,
Yep.
and that makes you less angry.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Eotis, as you're watching him do this, what are you doing during the night? As you see a few of the individuals are laying down for the night on little sleeping bags that they've been provided by the captain.
I really want to finish identifying the loot from the Baba Yaga's thing, but I don't know if we should do that tonight.
Please, no. We've
I mean-
probably been here so damn long.
No.
Okran and them can leave, and we can go over it with Basilius if he wants to stay and do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
But we'll do that in a little bit. So anything else
Got it.
besides that?
Not really. I don't have anything I really want to do with any of these slaves. I don't like any of them.
Oh, no? No? Oh, okay. So,
All right.
you just sit there and go to sleep? That's all you do? Nothing else you want to do during the night?
Is there anything else that I can do? I can't.
You
really
have an
think of
entire
anything.
ship you can move through. You don't have to fucking sit here and rizz up the slaves.
I'm not trying. What?
You
I
can
never
come
even
with me
thought
to
of
do
doing
my
that,
thing.
But I could...
Yeah, Jonas, you can go with her to do her thing.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I have to
yeah.
identify anyway, so we can go together. And then
Alright. Basilius, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm grabbing my backpack and I'm gonna go head to the captain's because there's 2 things. One, he said he wanted to speak with me later, and 2, I have something I need to talk with him about. And I don't mind if Eotis comes.
Alright. You begin to head towards the captain's room, and we'll get to that when we actually have the little side session with the Otis here. Gesh, what is your character doing for the night?
I would just go around the ship, and if I find any food, I would just bring it to the slaves in case they get hungry in the night.
Okay, as you do so, they thank you, and you guys don't get as much of a restful night, but it's still a good night, and you all get your long rest. Everyone who is not already there, level up to 12.
Oh! Fuck yeah!
Out of character,
Do I
just-
level?
no, you don't level up to 13.
Damn it!
I'll add to being grub about the level
Oh, I
change.
already added him. But yeah, so as you finish up your night of sleep, as the night seems to take you, and you wake up the next morning feeling good after your combat with the legendary Terror of the Skies, you're a day closer to Agaburst. And that is where we're going to end the session and start off your next session here with you in a second. Thanks for watching, and